Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho Cooking's Date Scones cooked in the pie maker. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. They are really simple to make, and who doesn't love a lovely hot buttered scone or scone, or in our United States viewers, biscuits. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, we've got our dates here. Okay, now I have cut them, they're dried dates, and I've cut them into thirds or quarters depending on the size of them. These are pitted dates. Don't let that fool you. These two pits came out of that. Now if you were to put that into your scones, you'd probably find you might have a trip to the dentist planned. We want these nice and juicy and fat. You could use the fresh dates if you like, the medjool dates, but they're about 4 times the price, and if you add a bit of orange juice to this, it'll give it a lovely flavour. Okay, just fresh orange juice. Give it a stir around. Now pop that in the microwave for about 30 seconds, all right, with the lid on it. And that will force the juice into those dates. So just got a little silicone cover. 30 seconds into the microwave and then let that cool. Now just while that's doing its thing, I've got all of our ingredients and they're room temperature. We've got self-raising flour here. We're going to sift that into a bowl with half a teaspoon of mixed spice. Use cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever you like. Mix is already done for you. And a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm even going to send my 30 grams of brown sugar in there for the simple reason that brown sugar has a tendency to have a few lumps in occasionally. So if you do that, you'll make sure there's no lumps and it'll all be mixed up very, very well. We've got salted butter here. You could use unsalted if you like, but I don't really see the point in that. Just sift that. You'll see what I mean about the little brown sugar lumps in there. Okay. Just push them through. They'll go through, but you just don't want little lumps of sugar in your mouth, in your scone or scone. Actually, the sugar crystals are smaller than what the salt crystals are. You're ready. Okay, after 30 seconds, this is what you should have. They've plumped up a little bit, absorbed some of that juice. They're not as leathery as they were. Now just leave the lid on that and let them cool. And they'll absorb up even more of that juice. And then you'll have nice, fruity, juicy, soft dates in your scones. Okay, just leave that to cool. Okay, you can see how our dates are really plumped right up now. They've absorbed all of that orange juice and they're really quite hydrated and soft. Into our flour mixture, we put our butter and just mix that all through. The less you work a scone, the better your scones will be. In with our dates now. Though this is going to be a very fruit-laden scone mixture because we make this for taste, not for profit. And we want just enough milk to hold this together. Now I'm not going to roll this out, cut it out with a scone cutter and all that sort of stuff because I'm going to be cooking it in the pie maker. So just mix this all together. Make sure those dates are well and truly broken up. They're quite cold at the moment. Our milk and our butter is at room temperature and we add just enough milk to pull this all together, and then we're just going to be scooping it into our pie maker. So it's really quite a wet mix. Okay, all right. Now you can just use a spoon to do this, or I'm going to be using an ice cream scoop. Pie maker's on. Give it a little brush out with some butter or oil. Don't use a spray because it damages your pie maker. Get a scoop, drop it in. Easily portioned, very fast, not packed too tightly. And close lid and cook it for about 7 minutes and check it. Okay, after 7 minutes, this is what you should have. We're just going to give them a little flip over and cook on the other side so they don't overcook because they're still a little bit underdone. And just give them another couple of minutes. Okay, a couple of minutes later and they're nice and bouncy, lovely and light. Fetch them out now and get the next batch on. Okay, after the 7 minutes, just give them a turn over and give them another couple of minutes on the other side. They're nice and moist and light and fluffy. The dates have all mushed up and gone all through as flavouring and colouring. The brown sugar's given it almost a caramel flavour and that little hint of spice is delicious. Thanks for watching.